Hello. Welcome to the Coach's Corner. This is number 5. Let's see if I can fade this out nicely. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, no one's on yet. Just kind of hanging out. So today is going to be, I guess, fun. I'm not really looking forward to it all that much. Is playing Valorant. Somebody actually requested it, so I put out a form that anybody who has any requests that wants to either come on and hang out, wants to play something together, that wants to recommend something to play. So someone actually filled it out, and the first submission was play Valorant. So that's what we're doing today. The other suggestions so far have been things like a Dark Souls-like game. So that we will definitely do. We will definitely do that. So absolutely next week. So just for those that are watching for the future, there will not be Coach's Corner next week. I have 2 events next week that are important that I'll be out of town for. Tuesday, I'll be with the athletics department. We'll actually be in Tulsa. The athletics department has a coaches clinic for the traditional sports, and I'm going to go just for one of the social events, just to kind of visit and hang out and be there with them and start to, make our presence, our esports presence known that, hey, yeah, we're here, like we exist. And then Thursday, I actually got invited to go to one of the high school esports leagues, OKSE. Actually reached out and wanted to know if we would come to their coaches clinic. They're having a esports coaches clinic. It's one of the first of its kind, which is awesome to see. This is for high school esports coaches primarily, but I mean, I really see it useful for anybody in this space right now. So I'll be at that on Thursday and Friday next week, which will be awesome. So will not be anywhere. Hello, Destiny. Hey, checking out. Yeah, so one of the other cool things is, so this week I did a lot of just kind of messing around with things and fixing some things. And one of the things I worked on was the Twitch emotes. So if you are back on Twitch and you're on chat, I encourage you to check out our Twitch emotes. I spent some time on them. If you're a subscriber, I actually took we have a coloring book, an official ECU coloring book that is all these pictures of Rory. And I took those stills and turned them into emotes. So you're welcome for that. Yeah, you can check out all the emotes in the chat. Nice. There you go. Yeah, you can find them all in there. Lots of good stuff. Oof, I don't know what this is about. I tried to do an emoji in OBS and oh, there it goes. Okay, sweet. Yeah. So I added some things in there for you, some neat little custom emojis for us, so we can be official and have our own stuff, including some animated ones. I did dabble in some animated emotes. So if you're curious, just check out the emotes. It's right by your bar there, and you can find all kinds of weird stuff. Happen to really like the tiger shield rave myself, but I love our logo. I'm very proud of it, and I'm really happy about it. We're the only group on campus that can use this specific tiger shield logo that you see on your screen. We're the only ones on campus that can use it. So I want to put it on everything possible and wear it all the time. It's great. It's excellent. Okay, well, I'm gonna jump into one thing first before I go into Valorant, just because I am not delaying the inevitable. I promise. I just want to talk about esports news for a minute. That's one of the topics that I just really want to focus on this series is just keep up with the news, keep up with what's happening around the esports space, and just keep everybody in the loop on what's happening around esports in general. And esports now can be divided into 3 different groups. You have the high school group, high school and before, so school group, school age group. You have then the collegiate group, which is us, those of us that are playing collegiate esports, and then you have the professional or post school scene. And so I want to really focus on all of those in little bits as best we can. So I wanted to share first two websites that I recommend. These are ones that I actually do look at just to keep up with things. And the first one is collegeesportsnews.org. Really, really good. And the thing that's interesting is the leagues that we're in have a lot of news. Like you'll see NECC will post news like every week. You'll see the Great American Conference will post news all the time. Um, it's good to have a source that is not tied to your league or any league. It's kind of like when you think about news today, when you watch the news, like you have to be mindful of where that information is coming from. And I hate that we have to like pay attention to who's saying what and how biased it is and fact checking. And I really hate that we're in that space, but it is what it is. And with esports news, it's the same. So I just encourage you to find some news channel that through esports that gives you another lens, not just from your particular league, because a lot of groups will find themselves just focusing on the league that they're in, which is, again, it's okay. You might be missing out on the whole story, or you might be missing out on things that aren't necessarily related to your league but could be related to something that you want to do. And so this is the college esport news. I have talked about the whole Playfly NACE situation a lot on here, just because we were personally impacted by it, and I'm just expressing the way I feel about it, and kind of also giving a timeline of events. So, but you can see that these things made those situations that I was describing to you made what we would consider national esports news. I don't think it'll make national mainstream news, but it did make those incidents did actually come up and make it to the news, to where there were articles and press releases and all of that fancy stuff. So if you were only on one side of the situation, then you might not fully understand the picture. Or there were many people who didn't know anything about it, who just they were in a totally different league, or they were doing their own thing, and they didn't know anything about it. And so this is a good way, again, to keep up with the news, and that's a good thing to do when you're keeping up, especially with esports. I think our sport is super unique because of how much it changes. It changes a lot. It changes every day. I mean, anytime a patch gets released, when a game gets updated, it changes. Something changes. And so it's wild. It's not like, football. Imagine if all of a sudden they just decided that they were going to double the size of the field. Just, to see what would happen. Like, that's a significant change. But that kind of thing happens. I mean, League of Legends, for example, their whole map was changed. I mean, the whole map was just boom, here's a big new map. So that can happen. And for us, it can happen. So I think one of the attributes that esports has, the esports players specifically have over the traditional sports, and I stick to this, and I will stick to this to my grave, the flexibility and ability to adapt new behaviors is extremely important as an esports player. And that's evident with how much the games we play change and how much we have to adapt to them. But I also see the same thing with games when I see people pick up new games. And even me, like when you see me picking up, Valorant or whatever, I'll start to pick up these natural skills and like figure it out in a way. And I think that's pretty remarkable that we do that as gamers pretty fast and pretty often, and very radically in different ways too. It's for us as a gamer, you could be at one point playing a shooting game and then a sports title or something. It's so wide in the variety of things you could be doing that it's kind of wild. Okay, but all of that was collegeesportnews.org. Definitely recommend checking this one out. Great, 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 great stuff. And then the other one I like is esports.gg. They're more their stuff doesn't seem to be as frequent as posting, but during the school years and things, I start to see quite a bit more, especially in their collegiate section like this. Where right now we're in the collegiate area, so there's not a whole lot of news happening right this minute. But when the season starts up, we'll start to see quite a bit of traffic here, and you can sort by game. Fortnite, great example. I guess Pirates Caribbean was announced. Oh my gosh. Okay. This was yesterday. Pirates of the Caribbean set sail. Adventure with Elizabeth Swann, Captain Barboss. Captain Barboss? Who's Captain Barboss? I don't know of a Captain. Oh, they spelt it right here. Man, what is with what is with this? What is with like how is this happening? That like marketing departments are failing so miserably right now. They can't even correctly type things out on banners and like flyers and like I see advertisements and flyers and things where it's just not spelled. Things are misspelled. Total oversight. And that's horrible. Somebody launch Fortnite and check that and see if it's still wrong by the time that this actually comes out, because that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But yeah, so Fortnite, Pirates of the Caribbean starts today, or no, tomorrow, July 19th, and yeah, you get Davy Jones. That's actually a pretty good Davy Jones skin. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. And of course, there's gonna be bundles and things, So when is Jack Sparrow coming? You can get him July 19th as well. So there you go. See, I saw Caden. Caden jumped on at some point. What's up? Got some new Fortnite news. Okay, well, those are two esports news websites that you should definitely check out and keep up with to stay in the loop. Part of my goal is for us as a program to become educated in the space of esports as a whole so that we can contribute to that space. And so keeping up with the news, that actually is a good way to help with that. So we can look for opportunities and try to implement things that we find. So, or don't do things that we see. Last Tuesday, we talked about like sanctions and people getting in trouble. That we don't want to do that, but it's a thing. So you got to pay attention to it so that you don't fall into the same issues as others do. So without further ado, I'm going to stop rambling. I've been rambling for a while, so I'm going to move over to Valorant. Should see it pop up here. Okay. I think I need to fix one thing. I need to make it. You can see I don't know. I don't even know where the settings menu is in this game. Like I don't know much about it. Like I played it a bit just because I obviously don't want to go into it totally blind. There are some games like I don't mind playing totally blind, but a competitive shooting game, I'm not going to go into a competitive shooting game totally blind. Like that's just never going to happen. Because that's the game types that I actually do play the most is first person shooters. That is definitely the genre that I play the absolute most. And even my wife at this point will say they all look the same to me. I'm like, this is clearly a World War II. Like I'm driving tanks, and then this is like a space game. Like these are not the same. I'm robbing banks here. They're all the same to her, which is fine. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna try this and see if this fixes my issue. Okay. Does it? No, it didn't fix the issue. That's okay. Ah, there it is. Now we got it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so Valorant. Yeah, my wife's in chat, so no, just all of your different World War II ones. Oh, okay. I do play a lot of World War II games. It is my favorite. Well, I don't know. I go between World War II and the Revolutionary War, the American Revolution. Those are the two wars that I think I've researched and know the most about. So I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to those wars. So yeah, you will see me playing a lot of World War II type games. Currently spending a lot of time in Enlisted. A lot of time in Enlisted. So Valorant, first person shooter, it's weird. Y'all, it's weird. It just feels really weird. You have to kind of play it to understand, but it reminds me a lot of Counter-Strike, like 1.6, Counter-Strike like shortly after that. It was there was a phase in Counter-Strike where everything was very sticky, I guess is the right way. Like when you're playing Overwatch, it's very fluid. Things are very smooth. They move really well. Characters feel, like when you're playing as Bastion in Overwatch, you feel like you're a robot. You're like dun dun dun. Like that actually is a thing that they try to do to make you feel like you're the character. You don't get any of that with this. It's very flat by design. It's very, what I'm just saying, flat. Not a whole lot of like movement. Sound is incredibly important in this game, which is interesting. I know in other games, yeah, sound is important, whatever, but in this one in particular, I find it is very important. My plan was to leave other people's mics on unless something happens. So that's kind of the goal here. I have played 3 of these matches, and I don't know what I'm doing still. So you're gonna see some garbage. You're gonna see me do horrible. It's all good. I did learn. So I was playing earlier, just kind of getting warmed up, and the game modes they have in this are crazy. One of the complaints I heard about Valorant, because I just have never played it, and I don't know. I'm just ignorant. I don't know much about it. But yeah, it's one of those things. So you got to buy your items. So you just saw me do that really fast, but just because I've been playing a few, so I kind of know what I want. It's you can see as I'm like kind of just like floating, like it's just kind of gliding.
Do y'all support crackheaded midgets?
No, and now I have to mute everybody because I'm live on Twitch, and that was very weird. So
Yeah, we are too.
that's funny.
He's trying to get me banned. Hello? Are you actually banning everybody? I mean muting?
I think you muted all of us already.
See, this is what happens.
Our spike carrier's down.
People
Spike down B.
people say crazy things. It's all good. Not a big deal. So yeah, very weird game. Very weird. It's very floaty. You have abilities, so one of the things I have is a heal, so I'm trying to get close enough to heal these people. Okay, okay.
Spike down B.
Yeah. I see. I have no clue how to hit people. It's horrible. I got one. Oh my gosh.
30 seconds left.
There's one more back there. See, like,
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. Whew. That was. I see. That's like, I played like 3 of these things, so don't have any
Still hungry?
expectations.
I'm sure my pets can chase out some game for you.
Yeah. Expect nothing. Overpromise and underdeliver. That's the best expectation.
I got yous, okay? Reloading.
And I feel bad like having to mute everyone's mic like that, especially if this game is a competitive game. But unfortunately, I also have to be mindful of you guys. And I went through an incident this last week that I am not going to repeat. Ow, I just blinded my entire team. That one. I happen to really like this shotgun just because it's very forgiving and I suck, so
Reloading.
move.
Reloading. Healing over here.
Cover going out. Plant the spike.
Okay.
Plant the spike.
It's too quiet.
Blinded.
Very quiet. Yeah, I'm yeah. Yeah.
Last player standing.
Why did I not switch? Why did I not switch? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's different for sure. But it's, you know, I will give it that. It is different. It feels very different. It's got its own.
My burden never ends.
I'm gonna say I don't really know why it's as. I just hate to be negative, but why? There are different shooting games out there, but the other thing that's weird about this game is the bullets. So in Fortnite, like bullets don't do that much damage. If that makes sense. Like you have to hit somebody a few times in Fortnite to kill them. Nobody's gonna get one shot in Fortnite unless it's that one sniper rifle and you blah blah whatever. Very rarely in that game does that happen. Whereas this game, the bullets do a ton of damage, and so when you're shooting, how they counteract that is you are. I'm gonna use my little doggy here.
Scout destroyed.
Just like that. Like that dude just got one shot.
Cutting their vision. Hawk out. Blinded.
Yeah. And I don't know what this does.
Seek them out.
Who's next?
Found one.
Nope. So this goes back and forth like this. We're in what's called Swift Play.
My ult's ready.
It's best of 5. I got stuck. So traditional Valorant matches are best of 13. And so I started a match at at about 1 o'clock just to kind of get a little bit of warm up in, and I was on that match until 1:45. So it was a 45-minute match.
30 seconds
We had gotten all the way. We were 10-0, 10 wins, 0. The other team had it was 10-2, 10 wins. The other team had 2 wins, and then they brought it all the way back up to 10-10, and then we had to go back and forth until it's kind of like tennis. There's match point, and you got to win the second match. So it can
10 seconds left.
it can go a long time. This has been playing kind of strange. Oh,
Player
like,
standing.
what was that? Like, why was he just hanging out there?
One enemy remaining.
Oh, man. I don't know what that was, but that was cool. Nice. Nice.
Last round before the switch.
Spend everything. We
Yeah,
keep
so
nothing.
when you switch teams like this, we're going to lose all of our stuff, so I'm just going to have to spend as much money as possible. I really like this gun. The Guardian. It's a single shot assault rifle, kind of like a DMR, I guess. Marksman rifle would be the appropriate term, going back to my World War II games.
Door will contain it.
Sheesh. So yeah, noise is super important in this one. So you can...
Enemy spotted B.
Walking is important. Like I'm walking right now, I'm not making any noise. That person just ran right by me, making a bunch of noise, so that's great. But even still, it's still good because then they don't know how many are coming. Gives us the element of surprise. I don't know what that means.
Time to hunt. Get out of my way. Our spike carrier's down.
Spike down B.
What?
Last player standing.
Lame.
Flawless.
That was not nice. That one was bad.
Switching sides.
And we switch sides. Now we start over.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that.
Yeah. Valorant. Love it. Who's in chat today? So I've seen Destiny. I've seen Caden. I thought I saw Brandon earlier. Brandon Lynch. I saw him earlier. And now we're on defense. And then it'll go 5 more rounds. If for some reason somebody hasn't won yet, then it will go back and we'll be back on offense again. I need to get better at using my abilities for sure. That is absolutely something. Like, you're supposed to be able to control this bird thing. I don't know how.
Cover going out.
try to get over there.
Spike down A.
Quiet.
Time to hunt.
I'm trying to
One
find him and
enemy
spot him. Ow. That was rude.
Blinded.
Last player standing.
See, I just can't do it. Can't do it. It's all good. Nice. But I can see the appeal. I totally see the appeal of Valorant and why it's popular and why people like it. Totally see it. It just ain't me. It does take me back, though, for sure, to playing old school competitive games. Talking like Day of Defeat, Counter-Strike a bit. But it's kind of odd, like trying to compete.
Time to
I'm not
mobilize
sure
my
on that.
pack.
It's like Fortnite has not done the whole ability thing and, you know, character class and all that.
Time to hunt.
But I think some of these abilities are really neat. Like this one. I think this is a cool character.
Here. Hawk out.
They are all right here.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Dang. It's tough. Yep.
Spike planted.
I see some chat. So Caden says, Magic the Gathering just announced a final in-person vintage cube. Nice. There's a bunch of feeder events and multiple tournaments you go through, but once you get to the 12 match wins in a row across 4 different online cube drafts, you get a free trip to Vegas in October for the in-person draft. Now that sounds legit. That's some serious qualification. Yeah. Didn't see that one going our way. Nice. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with Magic in the fall. Really want to see some people playing Magic. For sure. And how we plug into that. You know, how does our esports program plug into the already existing and people that want to play Magic? You know, how do we help with that? So lots of good stuff to do. The fall's gonna be fun. Got an OP. I don't know what that means. Ow. Someone just got sniped. The problem is I can't see.
Cover going out.
Yeah, see, I can only see. I know he's over there, but I can only see.
Hawk out. Time to hunt.
Spike down A.
Reloading. Here. Suppressing. Reloading.
That person ran.
Scatter.
Scatter as my will.
Reloading.
Bomb is down at B. Yeah, I see.
Get out of my way. Hawk out.
30 seconds left.
Blinded. Here.
Somewhere
Spike
in there.
planted. One enemy
Nice. Nice.
remaining. Last player standing. Blood.
Nope. Nope.
Attackers win.
GG's. Chat says, love to see more Magic. Store and Sulfur would likely be happy to partner on stuff. Yeah, and there used to be, I mean, there was the lobby, the game lounge, game lobby, game lounge lobby, lobby lounge game thing. There was that in Ada. We had a place called the game lobby or lounge, whatever the thing was, and they shut down this past year. And the cave, I think, still exists as a business, but I don't know what they're doing right now. But I do know that we could get help if we wanted to do something like that. And you know, we can order stuff online now. It's pretty easy to do that kind of thing. It used to not be as friendly that way, but now it is. Let's try another one. I gotta make it through basic training. Wait, I gotta go to the practice range? Get out of this. What am I supposed to do? Practice in the range. Complete a shooting test. I'm gonna fail this. Going to fail. Be positive. I've been negative lately. I gotta be positive. I gotta be more positive. Who do we got? Who else we got? Anybody else joining chat? Nope. Oh, wait. Jesse may be here. Nice. Game lobby seems to be open. Yeah, I don't know. I really got to practice. I should be able to move her eagle thing.
Hawk out! Hawk out!
And then I get... That's the thing. I get blinded by it, too. So if I, like, get it to go around a corner. Okay. I understand.
Hawk out!
Yeah.
Hawk out!
Makes sense. Okay. I got it now. These guys, I was playing with these... they were, like, 15-year-olds. They were very nice. Like, super nice kids. But... I love to say that. They were super nice kids. But they were, like, talking to me about the game and what I should try to do. And they were trying to tell me how to do that bird thing. And they kept trying to explain it to me. I just could not get it. But I just did. What? Oh. Yeah, this is not good. Do I only get headshot scores? I only get scores if they actually break. Gotcha. Got you. Okay. This reminds me of Sift. Sift will sit here and do these aim trainers. I mean, this is the reason why he's our best shot, but he, for sure, you'll just walk by and see him just constantly doing these kind of aiming training. Yep. I think I'm supposed to get 10, so I just need to get one more. There we go. Okay. Nice. Yeah, and that's somebody was telling me too that the headshot game is really what you got to do in this game. The headshot, because the headshots do so much damage. Yeah. Can I change gun? I'd like to. Well, that's kind of handy. I can imagine that. Yeah, okay, Cassidy. It feels like playing Cassidy on Overwatch. It feels very flat. It feels very linear. You have to be really slow and methodical with where you're placing your shots. That's exactly what it feels like when you're playing this game. But everybody feels like that. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting. Okay, did I do it? Can I leave this now? Did that? I hope that counted. Chat says game lobby may be open. Temporary location. I don't know. It's a good question. I was like, that's an example where I would love to reach out and like try to join forces with someone like that, but I wasn't in a place a year ago to do that. You know, now I am, but a year ago I was not. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to do unrated just because best of 13 takes a long time. Game lobby is closed until they can open their own place without paying rent. Huh? What? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, you gotta pay for rent somewhere,
Match found.
unless you're just like pitching a tent. But that's not a great place to play Magic the Gathering. That's funny. People are funny. This is Killjoy is the one I just reading through all of them. This is the character that I was like, okay, she made the most sense as far as her style. So this is the original one. Sky, the one I was playing, that one is the one that I got after playing a few. Now okay, so you're saying that the game lobby wants to do their own thing. They want to own the building. Well, might I suggest having a building is better than not. You know? I'm just telling the chat in the game that I'm bad. Don't expect anything. Well, thank you for whoever recommended this or suggested this. I don't think it's one that I will play often. I don't even know if I will play it again, to be honest. I probably will. I probably will just because.
Omen, I have the information you asked for. But my price? My price hasn't been paid yet.
Yeah, so this chick's got a turret. She can drop a little turret, dude. Love that guy. See?
Here. I need backup.
But okay, I guess we'll hang out at A. Let's see, I'm gonna position this dude just so I can get this good sight. The other thing I have is like a little, it's a sentry drone basically.
Alarm bot out.
He'll get very upset if people come by. And we started this round on defense.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Huh?
Bot coming back. Recalling
See,
my
I can
bot.
pick my stuff up. It comes on a cooldown, but I can at least pick it up to reposition.
Enemy and attacker spawn. Enemy spotted C. Stealing sight.
Placing swarm grenade.
Sage killed. Reloading.
I threw a swarm grenade down there. They're trying to get the lucky shot.
Spike planted.
Again, that sound's super important. Being quiet. Not making too much noise.
Last player standing.
Turret out.
One enemy
One
remaining.
down.
No! Dang it. That's funny. Ran out of ammo.
Right, new tactics, keep it fresh, yeah?
Ran out of bullets. Yeah, we'll take the shotgun. I like the shotgun. I will say, I do like the shotgun in this game. And they were telling me when I was playing with those other guys, they were saying, oh, use the automatic shotgun. Not the same. Does not feel the same.
Turret out.
Oh, he's going loud. What is he doing? Here we go.
Turrets destroyed. Reyna killed.
Right in the stomach.
Here.
Oh, what is happening? Oh my god, they're all there. They are all there.
Last player standing.
That was funny. Oh, shoot. Oh my goodness.
Spike planted.
Oh
One
my...
enemy remaining.
What the...
Ultimate is ready.
See? Like, I can see the appeal, because there are some times that some crazy crap happens.
They're usually distracted once I reveal them. Make sure you take advantage.
Guess I'll try C. It's one of the weird things about this game, and Counter-Strike had the same, with the bomb defusal, had the similar thing where you kind of just have to pick a spot and go for it and hope for the best. I'm going to put this
Placing
here.
sentry.
Well. Great.
Bot coming back.
Trying to be
Last
quiet.
Player standing. Spike down A.
Cool.
Spike planted.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing alarm bot.
Nope. You guys enjoying watching me be bad at this game?
Last
Is that
round in the half.
is it enjoyable for you at
Last
least?
round to
Hopefully.
use our creds and abilities. Don't waste your firepower.
Hopefully it's great for you. Hope you're enjoying this. I've been asked a little bit about Valorant, and we could support Valorant. So if there were people out there that wanted to play Valorant competitively with us, absolutely. Let's do it.
Placing sentry.
I can support it. Can make it happen.
Shadows traveling.
And it's just like League of Legends. I don't play League of Legends actively. I can play it. I have played it. But it's not one that I actively play.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Spike down A.
okay.
Flawless.
Nice.
Switching sides.
And I actually thought too, like, this would be
Finally cracking their code.
maybe someone will watch this and go, you know, this looks like fun. I hope that's the case. But yes, somebody might think, well, we could. Yes, I could support Valorant. The leagues that we play in, both of them all have Valorant. And we've talked about Valorant for the Great American Conference, but there was only, of the 11 schools, 3 of them had Valorant teams. So it wasn't, it's not that it wasn't popular, there just wasn't enough people already doing it. Or there wasn't enough for it to make sense, I guess. That's the best way to put it.
Alarm bot out.
I think someone's gonna try to come that way. I try to sneak as best I can. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot of people do, but I try to. Just for situations just like that, like,
Variable removed.
I don't know. Who's got the bomb? Get that thing planted.
Turret out.
Oh no, I got stuck behind my turret.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
I got stuck.
Enemy spotted A. You think you can kill me?
What? What is that?
Don't start resting. Still work to do.
What is that? How do I get a mech? I want a mech. This time I'm going with the team. I'm not going YOLO swag.
Try not to die.
YOLO swag solo. You know, and I think it's funny, like lately I've been seeing a lot of videos about the like words that people today are using that are really weird. You know, I see a lot of it. It's really funny. We're just as bad. Like, what the? That was what?
Last
Like,
player standing. Spike
I don't know.
down A.
Anyone else?
Okay. Just like that's a great example, right? Like that's a heavy machine gun. Da, 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 da. It shouldn't be that
Match
accurate, I
point.
guess. But
The dimensional fabric here is
what do I
thin.
know?
I'll tear through.
I'm just a video gamer. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're trying this though. Never tried it before. So, Caden says you can't hide in a dark colored car in this game. No. You cannot use the patented ECU Tiger Fortnite strat. Cannot.
Placing alarm bot.
There was someone this way last time. Dang it, I just missed.
Here. Found them.
I don't know how that worked out, but it did. Oh no.
Oh,
Man.
Someone is A.
Look at that. just sitting there with the machine gun. Love it. It's great.
Reloading.
Die. Reloading.
I don't know.
Scatter.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, I don't know what I. Yeah.
I can hold an area pretty well myself. Make sure to cover the angles I can't.
I need a drop. Thanks.
I can buy.
Let's try this. What is this thing? Any questions today? Anything I can?
Jumper.
Already about almost an hour in, I guess. Been some good chat so far.
I'll handle it.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
My ultimate's ready.
That's funny.
Watch your eyes.
Love it. What?
Reloading.
Like, what was that mess? She picked up my shotgun and used it against my teammate. That's... How funny. Yeah, that's great. Love it.
Last player.
This guy's pretty good with this machine gun, though, honestly. Nice.
My ultimate. Where is it?
Wow, that was actually really good.
Clutch.
That was actually very impressive.
Sudden death.
I didn't realize we had 2 geniuses on the team.
Yeah, I guess so.
Thanks.
So this is tied 4-4, right? So this is the last potential match. Whoever wins this one. No pressure.
I will break the balance.
I got the spike.
What? Oh no. Nice.
Go.
Decoy.
Reloading.
Well, that's as much as I can contribute.
Look sharp.
And then one of our people in our team, their mouse died, so nice.
One enemy remaining.
And see, I see some cool like tactical maneuvers like that, like, you know, threw his little flash bomb thing around and
To this moment, we can't stop here.
nice. I'm still terrible though. Like it shows you like your average combat score. Yeah. Well, I'm not the lowest. That's good, I guess, right? 5 and 8. Yep. I'm still on basic training. I did not get a single headshot. Nice. I don't like the ultimate thing. I don't know how that works out. Who do we got? Anybody else join today? Got Fuego Bars in here. Nice. Loving it. Gonna take a little intermission, I guess, between these matches. If anybody has any questions or wants to chat about anything. Oh my goodness. I like some of these here. These so Valorant's made by Riot. Riot is the League of Legends company. So which League of Legends is now very infamous because of how many champions there are. It's crazy how much is in that game now from when it first started. And Valorant is quickly shaping into that as well. It's they're adding people very frequently, so it's already at a pretty 24 different people that you can choose from. And what I don't know is these ultimates. What do they do? This is a lockdown device. After a long windup, it can detain enemies caught in the radius. Okay. Actually, I have used Sky's ult. Because it's like 3 little dogs run out and go find people. So I have actually used hers a couple times. And then this is one that I would like to try. I just, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I am tired today. What is with that? Someone needs to ask me a good question. That's what it is. We actually did get one submission for a question in to the form, which was asking about Super Smash Brothers. How will the format be for the upcoming year? It will be different based on the league that we're playing in, and I can show you. So I put together for today just to kind of one thing to talk through, just to do it, is I was working this week on putting together kind of the year in a glance, like what is it going to look like as we go forward in this year, and just kind of some key dates that are coming about with this. So this kind of just shows the year and what we'll be doing throughout the year. It also puts a plan for me for recruiting so that I can start to recruit. That is part of my responsibility, is to recruit for the campus as well as build this program. So it's a dual purpose for that. But this just kind of shows you just roughly the semesters, how they run, where they fall, how the seasons fall, because, you know, there will be basically a buffer in between both of the seasons. And that's kind of nice to see. You can see that we have the NECC and ECAC. They're both running at the same time. Once I have the dates for the Great American Conference, I'll plug those in as well. And looking at the week in a glance, this is where that answers the Smash question, because I guess I can make this look decent. Can make this look readable. Okay, so if you look, Smash will be played on 2 days. So for the fall, the Great American Conference is running League of Legends and Super Smash Brothers. So the League of Legends team will actually play 2 matches per week, and the Smash team will technically play 2 matches per week in the fall, which is great. And then in the spring, they would only play 1 match through the NECC, not the other way around, or they'd play 1 match through their league. In the fall or in the spring, it will be Overwatch as an example, where we will play Overwatch in the Great American Conference. So that team will play twice in the spring. So that will happen. The NECC is doing crew battles. So theirs is going to be a 4-player crew battles is what format they run. The Great American Conference, we agreed to do singles because it's the first year we're doing it. And like us, so we don't have currently in the spring, we did not have a Super Smash Brothers team. So I'm hopeful to get a few people who are willing to play it. That way I can at least have people to submit. But that's why we went with 1 singles for the Great American Conference, because there were other schools were in the same boat as me of not having a Smash team and needing to make one. So I'm hopeful for the fall when we have tryouts. I'm certain. I've had a few people already reach out asking if we're going to have Super Smash Brothers and when the tryouts are. So I know people will be there to play it. And so as long as we have enough to submit for both, then we'll play in both. If not, the Smash team by default will just play in the Great American Conference for the fall, if we don't have enough to field for the crew battles. And that's another example, right? Like in the future, I would expect the close combat team to be the ones to be playing in Street Fighter 6, Smash Brothers, you know, that group of people would be responsible for that. And so it would be more people involved. Because those fighting games, yes, they're very different in some aspects, but in a lot of ways, just like shooting games, they are all different. I was just playing Valorant. It's very different, but there are a lot of just things that are very similar between the titles. So that's the answer to that question. So for Smash, we will have 2 formats for the fall. We'll have singles and 4-player crew battles for the fall. And I'll make sure to email that person that answer as well, so they know. Because I don't think they're on here. I don't think they are. Yep. Yep. I didn't want to show you their name. That's kind of privacy, right? Privacy. It's important. Sweet. My wife in chat is... So yeah, my wife got me into Lonnie. Those are super popular here. Alani energy drinks. You know, fun fact, it's actually Alaninu. You're supposed to say Alani Nu. You're not supposed to just say Alani. Fun fact. Look at the can. Every single can has Alani, but underneath it has NU. And if you look at anything that they write, it's always one long word, Alani-Nu, Alani Nu. So how you say it correctly, I don't know, but it's just so you know. The more you know. Awesome. Any questions in chat or anything y'all want to know more about? If not, I'll jump back into some Valorant. What else has happened this week? Officially got the teams signed up in their leagues this week. So for our core titles, we'll be playing in NECC, the National Esports Collegiate Group. And then for our Fortnite and for Street Fighter 6, we'll actually be playing in the ECAC, which is a completely different conference. So, and the only reason for that is because that's the conference I could find that supported those two titles. And so we'll be split between two, but for the most part, it's not too horrible. It's just going to require me to manage two different platforms, two different companies. You're welcome for that. But more importantly, we're signed up. So we're registered for those seasons. So we'll be included in that. And what else happened? The budgets came through this week. That's some other exciting news. Working for a university has been very different than working for corporate America. That's what I did before, was worked in corporate America for a big company. And it just worked very differently because they're for profit. You know, they're making money throughout the year. It's very profit and loss driven, very cut and dry at times. It's easy to follow the money and understand it, you know, for the most part. Here, it's not that way. It's very different. And the budgets are a great example of that. And granted, this is my first year dealing with a budget at a college. So I'm learning this as I go as well. But yeah, so like our fiscal year started July 1st, right? So I would expect my budget to be available July 1st because that's when the new year kicks over. And so then all of my funding should be refreshed. I should be starting a brand new fiscal year. That didn't happen right away. So there was a little bit of a delay in getting that confirmation that, yes, the budgets are good, they're there. And so that creates a little bit of uncertainty. But we got confirmation this week that the budgets are good, they're loaded. I checked ours, we're good. Esports has exactly what I asked for. Our administration was awesome. They just said, I was very, honestly though, I was very specific in the money that we wanted and what we were going to do with it. And I listed out like line by line, like, here's what we're going to do with this money. So that way the administration felt more comfortable about what it was going for. And so everything that I put on there, they fulfilled, which was great. And I'm very thankful for that. Not everybody was in that boat. And the reason not everybody was in that boat is because there was a lot of groups that did not do what we did. They did not like say, hey, here's for $5,000, I want to do X, Y, and Z. They didn't do that. And so that's one huge benefit we have is we did that. Like we set, here's what we want to spend the money on. You know, I met with the players last semester towards the end and I was like, okay, what are some things you guys want to see? What are some things you guys want to do differently? And I mean, the ideas ranged from upgrading equipment to getting a fridge in the lab to, you know, lighting, you know, situations, all kinds of stuff. But that's good because it gives me ideas and kind of a direction on like what the players want. And that's very important for what we're doing. So we got money for equipment, we got money for travel, student workers, you know, we got all of it. So we're great. So I'm really thankful for that. That was a huge weight off my shoulders this week to finally have that. So been spending some money. It's one thing I'm like, I don't know. I've always been kind of weird about spending money. Even my own money, I spend it really weirdly. But with other people's money, so like with the budget, I just have this fear of spending something. Like if it's not mine, I am afraid of spending it, which is probably a very healthy fear to have when dealing with a budget, especially at like a university working for a government agency. It's probably a very good thing to have a healthy fear of the budget and spending money. but where that comes into a bad thing is I can be hesitant sometimes on buying something, or I'll try to finagle good deals, and so that's just something I have to keep out for. But very huge weight off my shoulders. So I've been spending some money trying to get some things set up. We got really fun things planned for the first week of school, so that requires us to like buy some things. So that has definitely been on the radar, and so I got a lot of things ordered this week that we will need, including jerseys. So that's another example of something that I needed to order, that it's kind of getting down to the wire that I want the jerseys to be here in time for the new people. And so I had to get the order placed. And so I did to get that done and got it paid for. So we'll have fresh jerseys. We got the stuff for the welcome week starting. Another one that's a great example was, let me make sure, Caden, I'm pretty sure I got a 4X on there. I could double check right fast. Pretty sure I just put one 4X. I could double check. Let me see. Because if not, then I'll quickly get them to add one more. The other one that was good, so jerseys was one great thing. Glad that got done. The other one that got done that was great is the stickers. The sticker competition was a nightmare. Actually, I put 2 4XLs, so we should have 2. Because I got one for you. I wanted to at least have one extra, so I did what I was supposed to do and put 2 4Xs. Yeah. Also known as Haas size, yes. The real deal size. That's what that means. But yeah, so there'll be a 4XL for you, Caden, for sure. Awesome. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, the sticker competition. So one of the things that we did last semester that was awesome, that was fun, was we ran a sticker competition. Part of that was I was going to get stickers, like get them printed into physical stickers. And I had to go through so many vendors. It was incredible to me. Like, I see stickers everywhere. So I thought that it would be pretty easy to get them done, but I just picked the wrong vendor to go with. I just made some bad vendor decisions and tried to finagle a deal, tried to find something that was more affordable. I was getting quoted like $3 a sticker, and I'm like, that sounds outrageous. If I'm buying 100 stickers, I'm not spending $300 on them. But that's what they were quoting me. So I was trying to finagle, and it just ended up taking longer than it should have. But they're ordered. They'll be here Monday. So if you were part of the sticker competition in any way and you got your sticker was supposed to be printed, they will be here Monday. So I will have them ready for you guys in the fall. And then when we do the sticker competition again in the fall, I now know and have the system set up so that I'll get them within a week of the competition being over, which is great, because then I don't want to have unfulfilled commitments to people, especially past this semester. So one of my things I'm really focused on is, if we're going to do something, it needs to be completed before the semester ends, because people leave and they don't come back. Or that puts a bad taste in their mouth because they're like, well, I was supposed to have that. So that's just something from me that I want to do. But yeah, so those are some exciting things. Got a lot of stuff ordered this week. People have asked me like, oh, well, what are you going to do for equipment upgrades? That more to come on that. Like, that'll be a process. We do have set money now for upgrades over the next several years, so that way we can keep the equipment up to date. The great thing that we're very fortunate on is that, and I hate to say it this way, we're very fortunate that they did not equip this lab with Alienware computers. I like Alienware computers a lot. I really, really like Alienware computers, except when we're in the situation that we are in, when we're a university that has to upgrade computers and needs to do it on a budget and needs to try to upgrade them over time. Alienware computers, and Dell does this by design, they're very part specific. They only take certain types of components. They, what I call technology cap, where they will get to a point where you cannot put a better graphics card in that machine, or you cannot put a better set of RAM in that machine. You cannot put a better CPU. I mean, it gets to a point where the technology is capped out, it's maxed out, and you can't do anything about it. And so the reason I know this is because I had an Alienware, and it happened to me, and we have them in the other lab, and I also have people in the collegiate space who complain about it. So we are fortunate that we have these Lenovo Legion machines. They're actually very easy to upgrade. They're built that way. The cases are designed to support the most common stuff that we can get. So we are very fortunate in that regard. And as Caden, you're saying in chat, yeah, and Alienware is not cheap. I mean, they are the premium flagship thing. You know, that's the. And what's crazy about it too is it's a good product. The Alienware is a good product. Dell, though, shoots themselves in the foot a lot. Like, for instance, we have Alienwares here. Well, every Alienware computer comes with a system called the Killer Network Suite. And if you just Google Killer Network Suite, you will find all kinds of hate and disgust for this product. It's supposed to sound smart. It's supposed to reduce internet traffic to save on your internet consumption by throttling and toggling things that you might not be needing that are in the background or whatever. Sounds like a great system, except it throttles everything. And it makes it so that you can only, so like, for example, we have our streaming computer as an Alienware computer, but because of that, it was only allowing upload speeds of like 1 megabyte per second, 1 to 3 megabytes per second, which I'm sure, as you're aware, you have to have a really high upload speed when you're doing streaming like this, because you're downloading and uploading at the same time. It's you got to have a lot of bandwidth to do that, and for it to look good. So yeah, it's a lot of problems with Alienwares, a lot of problems with them. We're very fortunate, though, in our main lab, the one that will need the upgrades first, that we can upgrade them very easily. And that's a huge benefit to us. And so it will help me out, because then I can go out and shop around for products and try to get us to be up to date. So that's the plan. That's the plan, and we're sticking to it. At least I am. Till they tell me otherwise. Till they tell me otherwise. And who is that otherwise? Who is going to tell me otherwise? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Kind of in a weird space right now where I'm just kind of doing my thing. All right. We gathered anybody else yet? No? About the same group? Okay, well, I'm going to get back into this situation here. It's Valorant. And you know, it's bad. My wife would be saying this right now. If you don't have fun with the game, don't play it. It's an important concept. If you're not having fun playing a game, then you shouldn't be playing it. There are very few reasons why you should ever engage in an activity that is supposed to be entertaining and is no longer entertaining. You know, that is a huge detriment to your mental health and your well-being as a person. And it happened to me a lot when I was in college and before. I know it was an ongoing problem where I would get very angry, very mad. I would get very frustrated with the games I was playing, with the people I was playing with. And it was League of Legends was the game that did this. Like, it wasn't the only one. It just was the one at the time that this epiphany finally set in, or when my wife finally got through like what she was trying to say or whatever. But it was just because I was forcing myself to play a game, to do it and try to get better. I mean, I was decent at it. I mean, I was good. Esports was a thing kind of at the time, but not to the level it is now. And for sure, there was no collegiate esports at that time in 2009 and 10. So it was a very different time. And I was very frustrated, very angry a lot. And it just, I remember very clearly, my wife said, "Are you having any fun? Like, are you even enjoying this? Like, you should be having fun. This is a game, but you're like, why are you not having any fun?" So it's one of those things. Be very mindful of that. I guess my coach's advice for the day for you. Be mindful. If you're not having fun, you need to change something or do something different, because you will become very miserable very quickly if you're playing something that you're not having fun. This is the same is true for traditional sports. I encounter people all the time who, my dad forced me to play basketball, and so I hate basketball. But they're an amazing basketball player. Like, they have a very natural talent for it. They have a very natural feel for that game, but they hate it because they were forced to do it. and they didn't like it and didn't have fun while they were playing. And so now they're miserable in that activity, and that sucks. Because what if that was they were supposed to do that? That was their gift, and now it's squandered. So don't let that be you. If you're not having fun playing something, you need to step back and ask yourself, okay, what's going on? Why am I getting frustrated? What is it about this? Is this game, am I just done with this game? Do I need to take a break from this game? Do I need to, maybe play with some friends who make it fun and make it more light and just kind of, and the third one there is probably the one that is the most effective way to reframe your mindset on a game, especially if it's something that you want to keep playing. So if you're not having fun, you got to ask yourself, okay, do I want to keep playing this? And then if you say, yes, I want to keep playing, it's okay, well, why do you want to play this game? Is it that, you want to get better? Is it you're part of the esports program and you're expected to play this? Is it, if there's a reason why you should be playing it, then your next step should be, okay, well, I need to fix my mindset about this game. I have to fix how I'm thinking about this game. And the best way to do that is to get people around you to make light of it and make it fun. And like this, right? Like if I'm not having fun playing Valorant, I should go find 4 other people who are fun to play with that I like to play with and play with them. And if I don't have 5 people, I need to find 5 people. That would be my objective at that point. And so my mindset is now shifted away from why am I mad at this game to, okay, what do I do to make it better? And if I don't have the things to make it better, now that's what I focus on. And it's amazing when you change your mindset like that and focus on something else other than what's bothering you about it. And you start focusing on, okay, what can I do to fix this? Or what can I do to make this better? And stop focusing on why it's so bad. It really changes the way you think about a situation. And it really, really makes it a better deal. So if you are unhappy with what you're doing, or you feel miserable, you need to change that. That's on you. That's not on the people around you. Generally, it's not going to be on you. So you have to change your mindset for that. And if it's something you struggle with, let me know. I'd be happy to coach you. Maybe we can coach one-on-one on this channel. That's what this is for. But yeah, there's your advice for today. If you are not having fun with a game, you need to do something different. You need to change. As I queue back into Valorant. As I queue back into a game that I'm playing just because someone asked, and it's just fine. It's good. I do at least what I say I'm going to do. I hope. Do at least as what you say you will do. That's like the minimum expectation of being a person. At least do what you say you're going to do.
All right, where's the fight?
You see, I'm going back to Sky. My wife's asked me to bring her a Kit Kat or 2 for that advice. Yeah. Yep. Oh, look at that. Lane's joined us. What's up, Lane? Sova is best. Simple and can ignore his abilities mostly. Oh, like I don't have to worry about. Yeah, I know. I need to worry about the abilities more often. For sure. I just thought it was something funny because that Sky picture, she's like this. Most video games don't have armpit hair. I just realized that. Like, it's a weird thing to think about, but they just don't. Like, it's just something that animators don't put in. And now that I'm thinking, it's like, I don't even think I've seen it in most, like, animated movies. Armpit hair. It's the weirdest thing. Lane's saying use the sonar arrow. Ignore his shot darts. Yeah, this game is it's wild. It's wild. It's all good. It's just sitting loading. There we go. Well, that's not very nice. This character said, I already feel the hope dying in me. How nice. wonder if I did this all the way to the enemy base, if they would notice, or like, I'm sure I'd just get killed. We are on defense. 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 Lane saying game would be better if they took away abilities and replaced them with utility equipment. Yeah, it's a weird one. But it's very unique and it's very particular to what they're trying to accomplish. So I can respect it for that. And we have one AFK person. Yeah. Try to sneak around.
Hawk out. Blinded.
That was a good blind. Okay, I'm gonna say that.
Hawk out.
One enemy remaining.
Blinded.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Nice.
I can't.
Nice. Nice. The Counter-Strike. See, thank you, Lane. That's what I was saying. Like, it feels very Counter-Strike to me. Like, just the way the game operates and how it feels. It feels very Counter-Strike. Which is weird for a game made by Riot to be like that. Just seems weird to me. But yeah, it definitely lends itself more to that Counter-Strike type gameplay. It feels very flat. Not as bouncy. A lot less verticality in this game. People are much more on the ground, if that makes any sense. Yeah, maybe that's the better thing with Overwatch has a verticality to it. People are up in the air, you know, you're having to like aim up at the sky and people are flying around. It has a lot of uh-oh. Got people on me. A lot of people. Oh gosh.
Here.
Just shot their feet. And then got shot in the side. Yeah, I am not sure. But it does, it's like, it's weird. When I play this, whoa!
Enemy spotted A.
Gee, what the? It's got a silenced pistol and just one-shot people right in the face.
Be faster.
One enemy remaining.
Yep. These people are sweaties. That's great. I'll take the victory.
Reloading.
My ult's ready. Good try, idiots.
Carry me, please.
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
So he was using the ghost. I'll try that. Yep. But what I was going to say earlier is playing this like makes me want to play Counter-Strike. If that makes any sense. Like it makes me want to play that game because of how similar they are. But Counter-Strike doesn't have the abilities, so is it the abilities that I don't like, or what exactly is it? Yeah, I don't know.
Time to hunt.
Who's next?
Oh, that was a thing. That was a thing. That was like a bot. Shoot.
Get out of my way.
Last
Got him.
player standing.
I really shouldn't be celebrating that. That was terrible. Person to my left. Ah! What? Lane saying
Last round before the switch.
Counter-Strike's way more
Spend your money.
refined. It's been around a lot longer, that's for dang sure.
Hell.
Counter-Strike's been around for a lot longer. That is for sure. I'm going to go more of a mid position this time. Seems like they're kind of going out the middle and splitting up a bit.
Let's go.
So we're gonna try that out.
Watch this. Give me those back.
Nope.
Here.
Oh, crap.
Enemy spotted mid.
Going A. I got one.
Time to hunt.
One enemy remaining.
I don't see
Spike
him.
down A.
Where is he?
Last player standing.
Where's the thing? I thought it said A. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the map.
Switching sides.
My sensitivity's too high, you think?
Their jet has nothing on me. I got her.
I turned it down a lot when it was, switch it to half. I thought I had turned it down a lot earlier, but I guess not. There we go. That's a little better. When you move, it's jittery. You don't have enough control. Thank you. See, Lane coached me on this. It's great.
I'm afraid this might get rough.
Man.
Spike down mid.
Well, I got some shots, and I hit somebody. To their right. I don't know why. I could hear him on the right.
Player standing.
Whoa. What was that?
They think they know pain. They can't begin to comprehend it.
Yeah, that was a little sad. Yeah, that was... Well, and I've done just as bad things, so I can't really say anything.
Plant the spot.
Oof.
I'm out of stuff. Hawk out. Blinded.
I do not think I'm going to kill this dude.
Last player
Nope, didn't think
standing.
it. Didn't think so. Didn't think so. I also had a shotgun, so it's not like I had the weapon that was good for that range, but I sat there instead of turning around, so I could have done that, and I didn't.
Match point.
So,
Let
a lot
that
of
fight
things.
get through me.
That's okay. Yeah, I've noticed that too with Lane with the... I do a lot of body shots and a lot of leg shots right now. Tons of them. And I don't know what the deal is with it, but yeah, it is what it is. You get used to it though. Like every shooting game is just different. They all feel different. They all operate differently. Like I picked up Payday 3 again. I bought it when it came out. I was super disappointed when it came out, how bad it was. But
Poison's gone.
picked it back up just to kind of see what kind of progress they've made over the past year, and I actually genuinely enjoyed what they've done. But even that, like, is a very quick based. There's somebody here with me.
Here. Watch this.
Don't know if they'll...
Spike down, C.
Gonna run into that person probably. Trying to make it. I'm trying to get there. I'm gonna make it.
Last player standing.
See, that was all
One
feats.
enemy remaining.
Shot them all in the feets.
30 seconds left.
Hawk out. Blinded. Time to hunt. Scout destroyed. Hawk out. Blinded.
It's like, which way they're gonna come from? Which way are they coming from?
We have come back from worse. Let's go.
Come back from worse. Yeah, and it's just one of those things. You gotta get used to it. It's just different. It's just different. Honestly, the game I've been enjoying the most, the first-person shooter I've been playing the most right now is Enlisted, which is awesome. If you've ever played,
Cover going out.
not World of Tanks.
Joke's over. You're dead.
There's one
Enemy
coming
spotted
behind
mid.
us. Do not like this.
One dead. My ult's ready.
I had a feeling. I had a sneaking suspicion. Oh god, I need to run. Yep, okay. It's like I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to die as soon as I go in this room. It's just the shooting mechanics in this game. It's part of what I don't understand very well. Just because they're weird. They're just wonky.
Fake teleport.
Did he shoot me through that thing then? Is that how he killed me, I guess? It's kind of lame. Oh, there they are. Nice.
Outrun me.
Sudden death.
Okay.
If one link breaks, the rest will follow.
Anywho's. Enlisted. Yeah, it's great. Whenever I don't have a request for a game, that is what I will probably play. But next, somebody requested a Dark Souls-like game, and there is one that I've been playing or wanting to play again, which is Sekiro. So I will fire that up. Fun fact, that's actually I had thought I was going to do streaming many years ago. Like I just thought it was something I was going to do and wanted to do, and I probably should have, but
Cover going out.
I did have a Twitch channel and did post a video or two.
Take it out.
That was still a leg shot. I'm still not happy with that. It's a leg. It's like, you know, a turkey. You want the turkey breast. You don't want the turkey leg. Although some people really like the turkey legs.
Last player standing.
Oh my gosh.
Spike down, C.
And he put that spike way up there. I couldn't. Yeah, that's lame.
Defenders win.
GG's. GG's. GG. Somebody had a 15 combat score on our team? Oh my goodness. I guess that means I could be worse. I guess I could be worse. Nice.
Match found.
No major plans for this weekend, I don't think, for my family. Not a whole lot going on. Should be a pretty quiet weekend. I know I got to mow. Love mowing. I actually do enjoy mowing. It's just, it's hot. So you said play this dude, Sova. What does he do? He has a drone. I can shoot a marking dart. I have a shocking bolt. A recon bolt, okay. Okay.
Wherever they run, I will find them.
Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. I do find myself liking that Guardian rifle quite a bit. Yeah, that marksman rifle. And I think this round I'm going to go revolver. I'm going to start with that. See how that goes. I've actually thought about doing the one-handed shotgun as the starting weapon to see what that would look like, but it seems like I'm constantly at about a mid-range. It doesn't seem like you're getting rushed as much, which is, again, it's part of the game. It's because the mechanics the way they are, because the bullets do so much damage when they actually do connect, and your spray and how, like, when you're actually shooting, how that actually functions is so I guess weird or different. It kind of forces people to play like at a mid-range, which is, or a long range, actually, a mid and long range. But there's one character that I've seen that they can like teleport really quickly, like just a short distance. That might be the only one I've seen that has like an engage like that of some kind. But yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't play this game.
Let's ready up. We're here for Radianite. We're not leaving till it's ours.
Let's do it. I'm gonna try to half my. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see how that. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, that is horrible. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's try that. Somewhere about midway. Yep. Okay, that works for me. Do. And this right here, like, just reminds me of Counter-Strike so much of just sitting here swapping weapons really fast.
Gotta go. Our spike's down.
Spike down B.
Okie dokie. What are you doing?
Recovering it. Recovering it.
I hit him for 50.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Nice.
Focus on their sage. Few resurrections.
Yeah, why not? I seem to go for this one. Shotgun quite a bit. It's because it's very forgiving in my terrible aim. But even still, like, I find myself hitting them in the feet and legs a lot, even with the shotgun. And I know if I would get a couple headshots in there, it would kill them pretty regularly. Ooh. It's fancy.
Gotta go. Taking that back. Need that back.
Enemy spotted mid.
I'm out of here.
Our spike carrier's dead.
Spike down mid.
Dang it. Yeah, let's just make a ton of noise.
Enemy mid. Our spike's down.
Revealing area.
Bye bye. Enemy. I got spike.
One enemy remaining.
Should have probably crouched there too. That gun looks like it's from Toy Story. That one. That looks like a Toy Story gun. Looks like a Buzz Lightyear gun.
Skana, you're done.
They aren't impervious. We can do this.
Okay, so the drone. I have a drone, shock darts. Do I have the bomb? Oh no. Oh, this is not good. How I drop bomb. Help. Help. Oh gosh. Okay.
Got one. My ult's ready.
Focusing.
I'm being. What is. Am I pooping?
Go, go.
Stopping fire.
Flag planted. Scanning ahead.
One
Oh,
enemy
God.
remaining. Last player standing.
Hey, I gotta hit him at least twice. I'm doing some damage. Not getting any kills, but I'm doing damage. That counts.
Last round in the
At
half.
least in my heart, it does.
Spend everything on this one.
Gosh, even the sounds of this game remind me of Half-Life, or like the original, because there was a gun, I think it was the Desert Eagle from Counter-Strike. It made a very similar noise to that.
Fully smoked.
Right here.
Hmm. Yeah, let's just run right in the smoke.
Prepared for hellfire.
Sounds good to me. That's, I mean,
Spike
come on.
down, mid.
What did you expect?
Last player standing.
This is not going to go well.
No more. My ult is ready. Scanning ahead.
There's one.
I am the hunter.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing stuff. I don't know. Oh man. I should have killed that guy too. Hey, I did some things.
Switching sides.
If you're not a good shot today, don't worry. There are other ways to be useful.
If you're not a good shot, there are other ways to be useful. Yeah, that's like straight to me. Shot to the heart. Yeah, we'll find other ways for you to be useful. This will probably be the last one. Probably. I got the shotgun too. We'll see how this goes.
Go, go, go.
Many enemies A. Enemy spotted A.
Focus.
Revealing area.
Well, this looks great. That's awesome.
Enemy spotted mid.
I mean, there's no way that they'll just walk right in front of me magically, so I can... I mean, if it was me, I'd jump on top of that box, because I know I'm here.
Last player
I mean,
standing.
yeah, that's... I would have jumped on top of the
Spike
box.
planted.
You dead?
Dang. You learn by watching people too, for sure. And like, this game is interesting because they're waiting for the cursor to get back on the person before they press the trigger again. It's not like they're trying to control it. It's interesting to watch, especially with this person.
My quiver is never full.
I think this is the 3-round burst one. Nope, never mind. Nope. You hope this one is exciting. Well, I hope so too. Except, yeah, now they're probably all of them they're most likely going mid and then to B.
Spike planted.
Especially if we're all standing here and nothing is happening. What kind of craziness is this?
Launching smoke. Right here.
Damn.
Last player standing.
Going into a long-range fight with an SMG. Nice.
Match point.
Instinct only goes so far. Skill covers the rest.
Gotta go.
Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Come on. Ay, ay, ay.
Spike planted.
Ay, 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 I'm so bad.
Last player standing.
You got this. Whoever this person is, they got it. Kaboom.
Attackers win.
GG's. Well, there you go. That was Valorant. First-person shooter made by Riot. Don't know how long Valorant's been out. I'm not doing the worst on my team, though, so that's always good. Well, there you guys go. There's Valorant. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's great. Hopefully we can get a Valorant team. I don't know what that would entail or what it would take, but I've had a couple of people ask, so it is possible that we do that. It's kind of interesting now that we're out of the umbrella of NAES. It's kind of weird because now we can just look around and see what's available as far as leagues go. And there is a Counter-Strike league out there. So, I mean, it's possible if somebody wanted to do that. If we found enough people to. Could absolutely do that. Could absolutely run a Counter-Strike team, which would be great. Or Valorant. You know, that's the kind of the neat thing. We can really expand in any way that we feel. Any way that we want. Which is excellent. Any final questions in chat? I know it's got Lane, Fuego, Destiny. Any questions? Anything I can answer for y'all today? I guess not. I guess I'll put on some smooth jazz again. Good question. So next week there will not be Coach's Corner. So Tuesday and Thursday next week we will not meet. I won't be here. It'll be the following Tuesday, which should be the 30th of July. Cannot believe that we are almost done with July. I mean, it is there. We are almost there. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. But yes, so the 30th of July is when we'll have our next Coach's Corner. Thank you, Destiny, for asking a question too. Appreciate that. Much preach. Earlier, I was talking about the language of this generation, and like I'm seeing all these like videos of people talking about Riz and, you know, skibbity doodah day down the toilet drain. You know, I've seen all kinds of weird stuff, but we were just as bad. It was just as bad. YOLO, that was the thing. YOLO, you only live once, and we would run around saying YOLO. That was horrible. And then YOLO swag came out. Like, come on. Like, we were just as bad. They cannot say anything about this group of kids and what they're coming up with, because we were just as bad, if not worse. If not worse. Can't say anything about it. Awesome. Well, then y'all have a fantastic rest of your week. Thank you guys for joining the Coach's Corner. I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing y'all on the 30th.